Imagine walking into a modern dental clinic. You sit in the chair, the bright light swings down, and the dentist assures you that you will only feel a tiny pinch. They inject a standard dose of local anesthetic into your gums. They wait 5 minutes. Then, the drill touches your tooth, and a white-hot lightning bolt of pure agony rips through your entire jaw structure. The dentist looks confused. They inject a second dose, then a third, and yet your central nervous system is still firing off panic alarms at full blast. You aren't being dramatic. Your body is simply running a highly volatile, alternative software patch that refuses to cooperate with modern medicine. To understand why a routine medical procedure feels like medieval torture, we have to force a hard reboot on your genetic codebase and travel back across thousands of generations. So, let's dive in. The year is 50,000 BC, somewhere in the jagged, wind-scraped caverns of Central Europe. The landscape is a brutal canvas of permafrost and megafauna. Your Homo sapiens ancestors are still thousands of years away from settling this region permanently, but the land is far from empty. You belong to a clan of Neanderthals. For 300,000 years, your lineage has successfully adapted to the dim, sunless skies of the northern hemisphere. But adaptation requires a biological price. In the blinding heat of the African savanna left behind by other hominids, the human body required a flawless armor of dark eumelanin pigment to protect against DNA-destroying ultraviolet radiation. Out there, losing that pigment meant skin cancer, systemic folate depletion, and a swift evolutionary termination. But up here, under a heavy ceiling of gray clouds where the sun barely skims the horizon, that dark armor is a death sentence. Without UV penetration, your body cannot synthesize vitamin D. Without vitamin D, your bones soften into brittle twigs, your immune system collapses, and your children die before they can walk. You look around the campfire at your clan members. Several of them look wildly different from the ancestral dark-skinned archetype. They have pale, porcelain skin and thick, coarse hair the color of dying embers. You carry a specific mutation that has independently crippled your melanocortin-1 receptor, or the MC1R gene. This single receptor acts as the primary master switch for human coloration. In its standard configuration, it commands your cells to produce heavy, protective brown and black pigments. But your switch is broken. It is permanently stuck in the off position. Because the receptor cannot receive signals, your melanocytes can only produce pheomelanin, a structurally unstable, yellow and red pigment that allows every single microscopic ray of weak northern sunlight to pierce straight through your skin tissue. Your clan doesn't think you are beautiful or unique. They simply see a functional tool of the climate. Your pale skin absorbs the meager UV rays like a sponge, keeping your bone density sharp and your muscles firing while other lineages wither away in the cold. Tens of thousands of years from now, your entire species will vanish from the fossil record, leaving behind nothing but a few fragments of bone in the dirt. But the logical law of the broken receptor will not die with you. It is a biological inevitability. Whenever a population stays in the dark long enough, the switch will break again. You are about to experience natural selection. Move the timeline forward 40,000 years. The great ice sheets are retreating, and modern humans have pushed deep into the northern fringes of the world. You are standing on a rain-slicked cliffside, overlooking a gray, turbulent ocean in a region that will one day be called Scotland. The air is thick with salt and freezing mist. The sun is a pale, useless coin in the sky that provides no warmth and even less light. Your parents look entirely unexceptional. They both have the deep brown hair and tan skin of the nomadic hunters who migrated from the south. They walk through the world without drawing a single glance. But beneath their ordinary appearance, they both carry a silent, invisible ghost in their DNA, a single mutated copy of the MC1R gene. On its own, a single copy changes nothing. The dominant, dark pigmented gene overrides it, keeping the ancient African defense system active. But genetics is a game of absolute probability. When two silent carriers have a child, the universe rolls the dice. The threshold effect hits, and that child is you. You are born to your mother's confusion and your father's long silence. Your hair is a screaming, brilliant orange red, and your skin is so pale it looks translucent, revealing the blue roadmap of your veins pulsing just beneath the surface. To your tribe, you look like a profound genetic error. In a way, you are. Your code contains a deletion that completely prevents the synthesis of dark pigment. But on this sunless, cursed coast, your error is a masterpiece of survival logic. While the dark-skinned members of your tribe begin to experience the agonizing aches of bone deformity and sluggish winter fatigue, you are operating at peak performance. Your pale skin converts the pathetic, low UV daylight into a massive surge of vitamin D, keeping your immune system razor sharp and your wounds closing overnight. Furthermore, your mutation didn't just alter your surface appearance, it quietly invaded your central nervous system. Because the MC1R gene belongs to a family of receptors that regulate both pigment and brain chemistry, its deactivation has completely rewired your relationship with physical pain. Your brain chemistry has shifted, producing a massive surplus of endogenous opioids, the body's natural painkillers. When a jagged piece of flint slices open your palm during a hunt, you barely flinch. You pull the stone out and keep moving. Your tolerance for deep mechanical pain is significantly higher than anyone else in your camp. In this dark world, the red-haired anomaly is the last one left standing when the winter food runs thin. Right now, only a tiny fraction of the human population carries this explosive double-recessive trait. But in this specific, sunless valley, your descendants will thrive so aggressively that the mutation will become a dominant regional hallmark. The environment chose your broken switch. The centuries roll by, and the rules of human survival shift from surviving the wild to surviving the terrifying paranoia of other humans. The year is 1486, in a superstitious, plague-ridden village in Western Europe. The printing presses have just published a new book called the Malleus Maleficarum, the Hammer of Witches. The text warns that those marked by unusual physical traits are walking vessels for dark entities. You are walking through the crowded market square, and the entire crowd parts around you like you are a leper. Your fiery hair and pale freckled skin are no longer viewed as an evolutionary asset for absorbing sunlight. They are now interpreted as the literal brand of a curse. The local priests note that your freckles are not normal blemishes, but rather the marks of a dark pact. Every time a crop fails, a cow dies, or a child falls ill with the sweating sickness, the eyes of the village turn toward your doorstep. The logic of natural selection has inverted. For thousands of years, your MC1R mutation protected you from the harsh physical environment. Now, that exact same mutation has placed a massive target on your back. To survive this era, you cannot rely on physical endurance. You have to master the psychology of hypervigilance. You learn to keep your head down, to blend into the shadows, and to live on the absolute periphery of human society. One evening, a massive fire breaks out in the village grain store. A hysterical mob forms, torches cutting through the dark, and they march directly toward your home, screaming for a cleansing. But your ancient operating system didn't just give you unique hair, it gave you a hypersensitive adrenaline response. Your body registers threat faster and more intensely than the average human. Before the mob even clears the woodline, your nervous system has already flooded your bloodstream with epinephrine. You don't freeze. You don't try to reason with a panicked crowd. You slip out of the back window and vanish into the black, freezing forest. The villagers burn your empty house to the ground, convinced they have driven away the evil. But you are already miles away, navigating the dark terrain with absolute focus, running toward a new town where nobody knows your face. The fearful and the stagnant stayed in the village square. The restless anomaly survived to pass the code down through another century of chaos. Bring the timeline back to the present day. The glaciers have vanished, the witch trials are a distant historical embarrassment, and the sunless valleys of Europe have been replaced by concrete cities and global travel. You are sitting on a tropical beach during a summer vacation, reading a book under a blinding 2026 sun. Objectively, you are on holiday. Biologically, you are trapped in an environmental mismatch of catastrophic proportions. Your ancient Alba operating system is completely melting down under the intense UV radiation of the equator. Because your MC1R gene is broken, your skin cannot produce the dark eumelanin shield needed to protect your DNA from solar damage. Within 15 minutes of exposure, your skin doesn't tan, it burns, blistering and turning a violent crimson as your immune system rushes inflammatory cells to the surface to repair the shredded cellular code. The very trait that kept your ancestors alive in the freezing mists of Scotland is now actively trying to give you skin cancer in the modern world. And when you leave the beach to finally go get that tooth fixed, you find yourself right back in the dentist's chair, dealing with the neurological fallout of your ancient code. Because your broken receptor belongs to the melanocortin family, its absence leaves your brain's pain center running on an altered baseline. You require up to 20% more local numbing agent than a dark-haired individual just to achieve basic pain relief. Your body is incredibly resistant to local blockers like Novocaine, Yet bizarrely, you are hypersensitive to the sensation of extreme cold. A simple ice cube pressed against your skin feels like an electric shock, while your tolerance for heat and deep muscle pressure remains anomalously high. You are a walking, breathing museum of evolutionary trade-offs. Your hair color, your translucent skin, your resistance to sedation, and your intense adrenaline response are not random quirks. They are the exact mechanical tools that a desperate, sun-starved population used to cheat death over 1,000 generations. Your genes are still being tested by the food you eat, the air you breathe, and the medicine you take. You carry the Alba code right now. You just don't know if it's done winning yet.